Put that like that. Is it on? Yeah, it looks on. What was I on before? I was watching a video before I set off. I think it was this one. And that was annoying me. I'll do a quick social share. How do I share it on this? Is there an easy way? Is there really no easy way of doing this? That's kind of nice. It's kind of wild. Yeah, my mic starts to peak a lot more, I'm noticing, so maybe if I bring it over here. It's red. I don't know how I sound, so I'll have to have a good look at that in a second.
He's cooked. He's...
Just keep that playing in the background. I'm gonna get my stream up. I also want to get... Hmm. 5 years ago is a while, so I commented on it. I never even saw it. Oh, yeah, and I'm not saying out right now. I want to look at my own video. Look. Okay, cool. Put on blue. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone on. So. I'm streaming right now.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Can't spell. I can't even. Metroid? Metroid? Oh god, I can't. Yeah. Fine, 4. Discussion after. Soon. I say making it soon. Yeah, I'll put that out. Oh. UK launches major strategy to violence against. Wait, what? Oh, half, not half. Imagine that, just like. The UK launches major strategy to have violence against women. Whoa, what's going on there? Huh? Alright, so let's. How do I share? I have to press that. Oh, alright. No. I don't know, like little baby. Sorry, I'm looking at Facebook stuff. I'm streaming. Oh. Wait, that was just now? It'd be funny if someone's actually watching me right now because I can't see OBS. So, no, I don't think anyone is. Is anybody tracking how many people are even on? Like, the YouTube... Oh, there we go. It's actually functioning now. Right, cool. There we go. It's on. That's good. Just thoughts. Sure. Cool. I think I just... Wait, someone else is messaging me? With no, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just a bit doomer at the moment. I don't know if it's my body just not reacting well. Right now I'm just tired. It is late. Maybe I'll change the title. Late night. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll change the title. I put late night. Save that. Should be better now. Can I refresh? There we go. Refresh. Right, it's better. I'll stop the music. Eurobeat. Music. Okay, we could take that off as well. I got my name on that. I might have to change my name off then if I'm doing YouTubing. So, I could switch them over. I just don't want my background to be showing. I have to figure that out for YouTube and live streaming in general. Right, I was watching this before. I want to crack on with other work. DaVinci Resolve, but I have to learn more. I've got more guided content coming. I think a really good video, a really good critique is in production. I done rants. I'm gonna edit out some of my rant and put it into the video because I think it'll be funny, but it'll also be relevant. It should show stuff. I'm actually gonna quickly check out how I sound like before I continue. Can I watch myself speak just so I know how my sound is? Rants. I'm gonna edit out some of my rant and put it into the video because I think it'll be funny, but it'll also be relevant. It should show stuff. I'm actually gonna quickly check out how I sound like. Yep, that's alright. I think that's pretty good. It's going to have me repeat through. I think just the way I'm saying words, though, isn't the best. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm quite happy with the sound volume. Volume. It's late. It's late for me. And I am very burnt out. I've done a lot of social today. I'm not good with social. I don't do social often. I only have, like, so much energy meter when it comes to social. So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Right. I want to look at this. I've been writing notes as well. I can not mention in the notes. Who cares? Is it this one? Wow, I've written a lot. Oh, last time I did this, it took ages though. Like recording it, I did like basically a script, and I've already because there's so much ground to cover with this game. I'll show you on screen for a sec. So I got like tons of notes for now. And do I have a comparison of the other one? I don't know where the folder file is going to pop up though. That's the downside. I need to edit in a bunch of like funny vids and stuff. Just different topics. Can I bring this up? Yeah, so... Wait, what? Huh? What happened? Anyway. Yeah, so can I compare the two? Jesus. Okay, that's really bad. So this was the one which I scripted, and I read this out, like word for word. I went through it all. That's how I got it. So I got almost 10,000 characters, and that was the scripted one. And it went on for about, I think it was 40 minutes. It's either 30 late 30 minutes to 40 minutes. I got 3,000 characters, so it's not as bad. It's like a third. But I'm kind of... I won't say these word for word, but even though these are my thoughts, as I've been going through loads of reviews and just nailing down my thoughts and everything. Because this game sucks. I'm hating how much defense it gets. And even people are like, oh, this game's not that bad. And even here, it's like, it thinks you're stupid. I mean, he runs defense near the beginning. I don't want to play it all at this point. I want to see what else he's got. We'll go and see what it is. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know why I say this. We'll see. We'll literally watch it and see. Normally I have it on this screen. I'm trying that screen. See how it goes. But my mic stand, I guess, is in the way. Plus, if I'm looking there, I can like ping up. But if I'm looking here, I don't know how it look on camera. So, let's just see what he says. I want to rekindle the spark in me and keep it going. But I just feel so tired and exhausted. Well, let's have a quick watch. Maybe a few minutes. I might see if I'll do work. I don't know what work to do because I need to video edit. But then I kind of will be like, what can I do while streaming? So I was thinking maybe do. An idea I had was redo some of the Metroid Prime 4 levels and then do them in Unreal and how I would have done them. That could be interesting, but I just don't think the levels are that interesting. Oh, you got the forest level, you got the lava level, you got the ice belt, you've got mine, you've got Vault Forge, and everyone keeps sucking off Vault Forge, saying it's this amazing thing, and I just don't see it. Visually, you can be like, oh, that's impressive, sure. Does that mean the content is good? No. It's just bad. And this is something I'm going to really establish in the video, is I have no hate against those that work in the code or animation or art assets. The people who have made the 3D models, people who have made the visual side of the game and the technical side are fine. The game is flawed on a fundamental level when it comes to what? No, I'll have to message you in a bit. I won't deal with that right now. But the game isn't an issue with animation, visual. I don't like the direction of visual, but that's the issue. I have the issue with the direction and the design. Those are the core issues of the game. Because if you've planned from the start the design is trash, and that's what's been made and developed, I can't hate developers for going, okay, here, do this. They do said thing. And it turns out it's crap because the design from the beginning sucked. Which is exactly what's happened here. So yeah, that's my issue. And I will iterate that in the video to say it's not them that's the problem. It's the design. And people are like, oh, it's not baked, it's not done. It is. It's complete. It's a complete game. It's not technically buggy. It's not... And I don't mean like, oh, technically... No, I mean genuinely. The technical spec of the game is good. It's sound. Is it amazing? Is it optimal? Yeah, it could be better, especially on the Switch 1. But it's very functional. It's not broken. It is a very solid code product. Like, you can't fault it for that. There's like one bug I've seen, and that was clipping in the desert into a rock, and that's it. I've seen one glitchy sequence break, but it's barely glitchy, and it's just using just bad collision to clip over. Anyway, we'll watch the video and see what he says. I'm gonna go back like maybe 20 seconds so I can refer. Yeah, because he was on about Vault Forge and stuff enough. So we'll go to that.
Again,
watch this.
amazing. Prime 4 was shaping up to be one of my favorite Metroid experiences. I can still just go to Vault Forge and just vibe. It's that immaculate.
So he just likes Vault Forge just for the vibes, which, again, artist and impression, it's fine. Does that make it good? No. Like, the gameplay and the level design, this bit I think was fine on an experience. But then you got to think repeat playthroughs. Is this that fun? I don't know. But then it's like, am I this critical of Metroid 1 and 2? Well, Metroid Prime 1, Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3? Probably not. So I don't think it's that bad. As much as I hate it. Or hate on it. Why is my mic? I could turn it down here a little bit. It just looks to be peaking constantly. I can have a look, but...
The art direction alone is worth the Nintendo price tag.
And that's the issue I have. It's like, it's pretty, so just buy the game. That's it. Just the art direction alone. And it's not even the direction. You shouldn't give praise to the direction, because you have separate instances. You've got the Vault Forge, you've got Magma, for Flare Pool, whatever it's called. Ice Bell and Fury Green, but the direction doesn't mix together. It's just, okay, independent set pieces that are actually nice and fine. But Vault Forge is like, oh wow, it's pretty, but it makes 0 sense. Lore-wise, immersion-wise, gameplay even. It's just like, alright, it's not interesting. And yet he's like, oh, you should buy it just because it's good. No, it's not worth the money. You don't buy it just because something's pretty, or else... Why have you not bought every single game in existence? Like, you could derive value from most art just because it's unique or looks nice or has time sunk into it. It's such a bad argument. Anyway, let's go on.
I couldn't remain in Wonderland as the second half of this game takes a massive turn for the worst.
Okay, so that's why I paused it last time. I said I'm done with this vid. You had no issue with the first half of the game, even though it's the same... I guess issues, they're just exemplified in the later on, of how linear it becomes, how NPC-driven it becomes, how not Metroid it is. It's not a Metroidvania. I think, is that what he says? It's just a different guy that says that. It's just dumb. Just listen.
Linear design, hand-holding, needless MacGuffins that need to be collected.
They did that in the beginning, though. Like, the hand-holding came from Mackenzie. Mackenzie's whole stick was hand-holdy. His whole character design is to tell you what to do. He tells you what to do in Fury Green. He tells you what to do in Vault Forge. He tells you what to do in the desert. Every step of the game, he's telling you what to do. Unless if another NPC is telling you what to do. There's very few instances where somebody isn't interacting with you. It's that I don't get the defense of like, oh, it's only the second half of the game. No, it's the same. It's just it becomes way more obvious.
A desert that feels like it was taken from an EA or Ubisoft game. Melodrama story segments, the near removal of platforming and puzzles. The sins of this game grow over time, becoming harder to rationalize.
Yes, but all the sins were present in the beginning. They just go, oh, well, you've accepted the beginning, so we're just going to keep adding up what we've already established. That's the thing with this. Alright.
And ignore. The things that made the opening areas
Sounds
of this
quiet
game
to me.
special are quite literally absent in the second half of this game. Now,
Wait, what?
becoming harder to rationalize and ignore. The things that made the opening areas of this game special are quite literally absent in the second half of this game.
Can you define what that is? So, the only thing this game has got going for it by this guy's video that he's established and by using logic and looking up everything else is the first half of the game had Vault Forge. It's always about Vault Forge and Fury Green. Earlier on he says about, can I find it here? But just literally before Vault Forge, she brings up, oh, how atmospheric they are, the vocals, the choirs, and the shot of the landscape as you first enter a zone, and the panning view to show how pretty it is, and this is the first impression of the zone. And he's saying that it lacks that in the second half, so it lacks this art direction. But he was saying it's on point, and he's saying what Tutorial, Fury Green, Vault Forge have good art direction. Everything else about the game sucks. The NPCs, the not Metroid stuff, but what to say is that desert, all that. And then Ice Belt, seemingly. It could be after Ice Belt, I don't know where he's saying it's the first and second half, if you go by the amount of zones there are. Actually, no, it's the mine. Chrono Tower, I guess, yeah, Ice Belt would be halfway. Jesus, that's awful. Like, that's so bad. So, Ice Belt, bad art direct, bad everything. Magma of Lerpool, bad everything. Mines, bad everything. So what's good then?
Now, why is this? Well, for starters, the NPCs are given a much greater role in the second half of the game, which is a massive problem because their implementation is terrible. I have no issue with speaking characters in Metroid, but I do have a problem when they aren't used well.
Well, that's... Yes. If anything, that's kind of like a vague statement, but sure. I mean, it's like anything. I'm fine with X things, so long as X things done well. They've been defined what well is. So.
Did Nintendo and Retro really think we would watch these awkwardly stiff conversations and think it good? Really? My question is, what do these characters actually add to the game? I don't think they help the pacing, because you quite literally have to go out of your way to justify their inclusion.
You can't, though. The inclusion's never justified. Like, how can you come away from the ending of the game and go, yes, the NPCs were justified in the existence in the game? It makes no sense. I don't know. I feel like reviewing these footage, they all have similar defenses. They go, the NPCs aren't that bad. I mean, they go into detail on why the NPCs are bad. I don't know. I can't remember. They've all meshed together. So this guy might not be saying, oh, the NPCs aren't that bad. There's other people like, oh, those are surface level issues this further down. It might be this guy, actually. I don't know. I don't know. I'll keep watching a little bit longer, but I have no insight to gain from this video. That's the issue with mine. I don't want mine to be like this. I need to be really engaging, funny, while driving the points home. So it's good research.
The game quite literally won't let you forget them. Multiple times in Prime 4, you will be forced to backtrack to have Miles help you with chips and such. Why?
You were fine with Fury Green, bro. You had no issue with Miles then. Why do you have an issue now? Because of the forced backtracking. You're fine with the forced escort and the forced babysitting. I don't know. It's just a bit weird.
It's pointless and out of the way. The entire concept of base...
The whole idea of the NPCs in this game are pointless and out the way. Like... It's just forced to waste your time. I'm sorry, but like, come on.
Camp is dumb and needless, and at the very least, in a poor location.
That,
People want to compare
yeah,
to
that too. People are bringing that up and saying have it in the middle. Okay, this is interesting. I'll listen. I'll hear him out. I'll hear him out.
Prime 2, which had you return to the temple. But here's the difference. That was warranted, as it was a central location that connected the various locales. It was the center of the web. Base camp is literally out of the way. You can know.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point. Even in Prime 2, though, you didn't actually have to go back to the middle that often. Because all the areas actually linked, which was genius. It was done like a big pyramid? Triangle? Probably a triangle. So it was like that. You had the bit at the top, bit there. And then in the middle was Temple Ground, Sanctuary Fortress, Aegon Wastes, and Torvus Bog. And they all connected, and you could move in and out of all of them. So it's very versatile. That some people didn't like that because it didn't feel too natural, and it was more out the way to actually, let's say, go to. I don't think it was Argon. Maybe Argon to I think it was Sanctuary Fortress to Torvus Bog. People didn't like, so it was better to just go through the Temple Grounds. But overall, that's pretty good. I think this is good design. And you didn't really go back to the middle area as a hub area per se, but I guess you did after each major boss. So. And you just get told where to go next. But there's one point, I think, mandatory in the game where you have to do that. The only things that were mandatory was taking the light from the dark world to the light world of the same region. And then once that happened, I think you could just continue. I think that's kind of it. I mean, obviously you're getting the artifacts at the end game, the keys in this game. I'll see what else he has to say. I keep going off topic, but I know the vibe. I agree with his point.
Where you need to go, but be forced to go across the desert, go into a loading screen, get the upgrade, backtrack, then drive. Why?
How many loading
Why does
screens?
the game force this multiple times to have characters included when they are hurting the pace? The NPCs also add nothing to the gameplay because they don't assist you and become a detriment to the point where you can't even fight the obstacle because instead you have to pick up the liability.
Yes. I'm happy he's mentioned this as well. So he's been more critical than most Metroid defenders. It's just strange that you're saying that the first half of the game is fine. Yeah, he actually showed the Mackenzie Bridge. I'm calling it Mackenzie because it's just a bridge with nothing on it except fighting enemies as you escort Mackenzie across.
Think of the worst escort missions in gaming. What makes them bad? Tedious, always going down, not being able to defend
this, like the swollen health, just boring.
Themselves. Sound familiar? At times, you'll be like a medic trying to protect a group of simpletons. They literally took a gimmick from Prime 3 and tried to make it a feature. Teaming up with other characters should have been fun, but there's no actual
I think about this game. So even I don't like the Grievous design. The fact that the Grievous are like a major common enemy. Like, why can the Grievous just have been the equivalent of beetles? Like, the Grievous that you see in Fury Green are just the same as beetles and Chozo Ruins. Well, they're just there. That's it. Just their small section of a zone, and you barely see them in the rest of the game. But instead, they're like, no, Grievous are everywhere. They're so boring.
Value. No commands, abilities, team-up maneuvers. The only commands you get is to direct the robot to punch walls, which becomes an issue when you're being attacked.
Yeah, and I don't get why you couldn't have a way. I mean, you do have a way to destroy walls and stuff. You've got super missiles, you've got power bombs. Like, it's just
also can't be used in combat, and you'll be in a lot of combat. Too bad they don't actually help you fight. They aren't even a good distraction.
I don't know. It's a weird one because you could argue they do actually fight, and for some reason their weapon's actually really strong when they do hit. I don't know about Miles, but the soldiers, the rest of the characters in the game, when they hit, they actually do a lot of damage, which is just weird that their crappy little galactic gun does more damage. God, this game sucks.
You are still the target of enemies and bosses.
I can't finish it because I'm just that pissed. Like, I can't get cracking on with the video. I keep re-recording my hatred, and then I get into this phase where I'm like, not defeated, I'm just deliberated.
With your allies only getting hit because they failed to dodge the attack aimed at you. The gameplay is actually worse with them.
Well, yeah, but the gameplay is kind of mid anyway. Like, we keep going to defend it, say, oh, it's classic Metroid Prime. But really, it feels super outdated now. I know I grew up and I'm like, oh, I love Metroid Prime, I love the first person. I do like that idea a lot. But what they did with this game, it actually feels worse than prior games. The ammo system for your weapons isn't that bad, I guess. The shock weapon is interesting. The other weapons suck because they take too long to hit. I'd say also the sound effects are really mid.
Not only have to dodge attacks and shoot, but also revive them while pretending they helped. They can quite literally add to the frustration. Let's say you're struggling.
So there's something else I need to wonder, because like he's been on about this for quite a bit actually. He's been over a minute, so I have to make sure in mine I don't talk over a minute about. I get he's putting across good points. I just don't care.
Forced to play babysitter is only going to make these areas.
We could just say off what I could just state my point without having to exaggerate and say it over a long length of time. I just say it. All right, carry on.
Worse because you now have to balance your own safety while rescuing them. This could be easily defended if they added anything of value. So if they don't enhance the gameplay, and
I'm really happy he's calling it out though and just saying they don't provide any value. Because other people are like, no, this game has value. I'm just asking what, and then they say nothing. They don't actually answer their own question. Like, yeah, this game is value. This guy say the price tag was worth it because of the art. What? All right, next.
What about the storytelling? They offer nothing of substance,
in
my opinion. Because honestly, the characters sound more interesting in their logs than they actually are.
True.
The robot says he has a personality. Boy, I wish they would have shown that in game.
Yeah, I keep finding it weird that people are defending the robot and they're like, oh, the robot's cool. Thing is, like, visually, again, it's interesting, it's a robot. But the people are only saying the robot's cool because he's not as annoying as the rest of the cast. The robot is not cool. I'm sorry. It's just... Especially, there's like one weird bit where he just dabs up Duke. And you're like, alright, it just felt like a Predator reference, but... He's alright, and this was like his I Am Groot moment, and then he didn't matter.
What character moments stand out in this
game?
Like,
if he didn't come back here, then he would have been way more memorable, but they just... At the same time, I just don't care. Like, it just sucks. I'd rather have the Prime Hunters characters than this. Like, and they didn't say a word, and they were way cooler just because of their interaction. And the thing was, they weren't even good. Like, Silux's character in Prime Hunters, the interactions anyway, were kind of just, he just runs at you and just shoots you. That's it. He just holds down the gun button to slowly drain you with his, like, shock coil, which is the electric gun. He doesn't really have that here, but they reference it with the... it's so bad.
Mine is when Miles turned Italian.
What? What?
Personalities, while some might be charming, clash with the game and Samus. Yeah. They will kill the vibes and can feel out of place. For example,
the scanning's so bad.
Mount Doom.
Like, if you were to do a modern Metroid Prime, I have no idea if you even keep scanning. I think scanning kind of sucks. I find it kind of mid in prior games, and then I don't know, like it just doesn't seem to fit now. It's similar to God. I'm just trying to think. I'm really trying to think. My train of thought's kind of gone, but it was. I don't like scanning that much. I think it's boring. The artifact system or the grinding system, like Prime 1 for artifacts, Prime 2 for the keys. This green crystals is even worse. But all of those things I just don't like. Scanning, it's a cool feature of Metroid, yeah, but it kind of sucks, especially when you tie in the 100% completion to scanning. This is boring. I'm sorry. Okay, how about this then? Have scanning in the game, but make it primarily optional. Don't make it 100% completion. That's so boring. Because I want the true ending, or I want the, I don't know, the like speed. Yeah, I guess it is the true ending, right? Because you get cutscene. In this game, it's not true ending. It just sucks. Give it a scanning, like as a objective completion. Just have scanning as an optional fluff to the game that can bring lore, but also helps players understand what to do. That's it. Like,
and health and ammo.
Sucks
and the characters will be like, "Hey Sarge, let me open the door with Samus." They are tone deaf to the actual game, as if ripped from another game, Fortnite style. Because of this, they don't actually help the world building and atmosphere at all. They actually...
You could have just said that from the beginning. I believe you.
Heard it. as they can ruin the tension that is
This
being
is on
built
Switch 1.
and offer
Tell
zero
'cause it looks
insight
awful.
into the unique world you are exploring. Small talk should
What
just
unique world? It's not unique. Like, what the hell are you on about? You got jungle level. You've got frost. Oh, lab, like ice lab. I think I don't know. Is that what it's called? Ice belt, but it's ice lab. Then you got flare pool, which is just a lava area. The only one that is unique, I'll give him credit, is Vault Forge, but then it just doesn't make sense, and it was designed really bad. Like
be reserved for elevators, not when surrounded
the rest
by
of the story sucks as well. Like the world building is just absolute garbage. We want a pro-environmentalist message, and then we backfired, and we've actually made it an anti-environmentalist message. It's just like, all right, don't try and change the environment because you'll die if you do that. All right, keep polluting. Like I don't know.
enemies in a volcanic fortress. It's like watching a horror movie with the lights on. Can it still be scary? Sure. But it can also ruin the intended mood. Oftentimes, these characters are telling you what to do, making a quip, or telling you something you already know. These characters
I don't think that's often. I think that just is. That's it. There's no. Maybe for babies or like really, really young kids, but the game's actually mature, right? 16, right? Something like that. So they're making quips. They're basically just telling you what you already know, already established. And there's so many points in this. Like Mackenzie, you get your weapon upgrades. You have to go back to him for that. You get your weapon upgrade, the new shot, and then the game will give you text to say what it is, and then directly after the text, explaining to you how the whole thing works, Mackenzie will say, "Hey, this is what this does. I bet you will do this. I think you should use it on this, this, and this. Why? Because it does this." Oh my god.
have no growth, no depth, and the game just pretends we won't notice that they are as shallow as the desert. Take Armstrong, who we see as a fanaticism for Samus, yet this plotline doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't overcome this fanaticism, it doesn't enrich.
And the fact that you're defending this to begin with, but I guess it's like, oh, take it at face value. But it's just, I don't know, I would take it more at face value, right? You just got, it's just a badly written fangirl character in a universe where you're stranded on an alien planet and then she sees Samus. Oh my god! So, no, you'd be like, come on, let's get out of it. And then later you go, oh wow, you're Samus. Can I like talk to you?
Their experience together, she doesn't grow into a more powerful person emulating her idol, nor does it show the harmful aspects of fanaticism, where she realizes Samus isn't who she thought she was. It's played for jokes and jokes alone.
How I don't even see any joke. Where's the joke in this? Maybe it's like, oh, because there's a fanatic here, it just happens to be funny. But it's just not. I have no idea, because it kills the tone straight away when it's in the game, because you're like, no one acts like this. This just isn't real. In a game that's proud to be atmospheric, I don't get it. It's just not funny.
The defense I constantly see is comparing this to another fan-style character of Metroid Prime 2, but there's a massive difference. In Metroid Prime 2, that fanatic character is brutally murdered by forces of darkness. That is why them being a fan is so sad, because they are literally murdered and massacred.
Yeah.
Then you go out to take revenge and find justice. It makes you care. Can you see the difference? I would be okay with shallow characters if they...
And that bit's, it's still pretty messed up, actually, to this day. I do think it's as brutal, and which is... Like, oh, yeah, it's the wolf. I don't know, like, I know life can be brutal, but for a Metroid game to go like that, I don't know, I guess it has gone dark in the past, but it felt needlessly dark, but it did set the tone. It actually respected its source material. It respected itself. This game doesn't even respect itself. Like,
didn't have an entire game to be fleshed out. These did. These character quirks are meaningless. It's just flavor text that isn't actually impactful and...
Well, it's flavor text without flavor. That's what it is. It's just text, and it's just text that's meaningless to waste your time.
Important or interesting. They are so stereotypical that at times you can guess the lines before they even say them. I mean, the Deadeye Sniper talks about his growth, and it's like, bro, the game forgot you existed. Spare me.
Yeah.
Miles McKenzie might be the best one here, and even he is just Otacon without the emotion.
Like, people defend Mackenzie, and they're like, oh yeah, he's alright, he's pretty good. I'm like, I have no idea how you guys see that. Like, there's nothing in him. He's just, oh, he's the, I guess the auto comparison is correct then. It's like, oh, he's the cringe scientist. Yeah. No, why is a cringe scientist in Metroid? Why do you have cringe scientists in your video games? Like, please, like you wouldn't. It's like a Hollywood trope, and it just went worse. And that's kind of what Metal Gear Solid was based off of. Was a lot of Hollywood. It was meant to be like an action, cheesy action movie, but as a game. This isn't. There's no justification for that.
To make it all worse, what glimpses of actual character they do rarely possess is hindered by Samus because she is nothing here.
Yeah, she
no
doesn't
lines,
do it.
no voice, nothing.
Yep.
She only communicates in grunts, making her seem like the feral boy from the Road Warrior. Samus fits the first few locations of the game. Moody, atmospheric, silent.
No, I don't know, man. This just feels like we have like 5 minutes on NPCs. 7 maybe? 7 minutes. Alright, I can't yap that long about him. I'll cut it out. Like, it's good insight. It doesn't think you are stupid. It's straight up calling you stupid. I guess it thinks that way. No, I guess thinks you're stupid is accurate. I'd say hates you. I have no idea. What is perfect for it? Because it is calling you stupid. It's not that it thinks, it is. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, Metroid Prime 4 thinks you are, because it generally does. Don't worry about that. Oh, you live streamed it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't get so many versions of this. Okay, I'll keep that. I actually took that and copy that comment because it's really interesting. I think there was a section where I was talking about the scan. Oh, it's literally the bottom as well, so it looks up. I'll put a comment from YouTube. Oh, is that actually picking up my... Wait. Yeah, it is. What? Yeah, okay, I have to put a compressor on them, right? What? How is it? Was it noise gate? Maybe we try noise gate then? I don't know. Okay, I'll try if we try noise gate. Boom. Let's try noise gate. And then if I would have to close it first. Now if I start typing, will it pop up? Let's check it. No, I still hear it on the thing. That's wild. Yeah, that still came through. It's really weird, because I don't think it's that loud. So if I type through it, it still comes through. It's a bit quiet, which is nice, but it's weird. Yeah, okay, so scan visor in Metroid Prime 4 is the worst. When you get the scan visor loud and yeah, original sound, yeah, not least. There's so many issues with it. Yeah, it takes longer. That's the thing that I hate. I don't know why it takes longer. For bosses and enemies, it's cool. I don't know. You could have had it where I don't even know why you do that. I actually don't know why. Because it just because they're so big, it takes longer to get their like diagnosis. I just think hindering gameplay isn't worth doing like lore crap because you'd be like, well, wouldn't the scan just automatically work anyway as soon as it's within vision? But when you go into scan mode, all it's doing is taking the data from what you're viewing. So it would have already viewed the thing, and it would have already scanned the data. So all you're doing is like access data on that thing, boom, and that's what it's done. Versus, I've never seen this before, I need to scan it. No, that's not how it works. Like, or at least if you want to lore-wise it, why would you do that? Just have it so it's like it's already scanned it as soon as it has existed. Like if you're wearing glasses, the glass has already taken it through. Like you're wearing Google Glass, it's already recording, it's already videoing whatever's ahead. Just if you press the button, it then goes, oh, it's now doing something. That's it. Yeah, everyone's hating the NPC. To be fair, this dude spent like, what was it, 7 minutes talking about NPCs. At least how would I even bring up the Goon Squad? Like, the conversation's evolved to How many views did I mean? If I release this and I edit it well, I'm gonna get a decent amount. And this guy's at the time he didn't have that much, right? Was this? Oh, this guy here. Yeah, so he's got like 66, and he's got 1K views. He's got a decent amount of subscribers though. But if I release it high quality, high edit, good. Can I check? Oh, I guess I could go on here. I don't know what my history is, so you know what? Let's bring up my history somewhere else. Is my internet just gone? Really? All right, I'm gonna check my history. I just want to see the thumbnail of this. Yeah, which one is it? This is Think You're Stupid. Like, his thumbnail is just Mackenzie off in the horizon. So, I mean, it pulled in enough views. I'd say Beyond Complicated Zeltroid. I haven't watched that. Where is this one? This one's got, yeah, almost 10K. He's a 9K channel. He's done it for ages. His thumbnail's alright. I think he says he defends it straight away. Just the hand that's been holding you is the hand that's been holding the game back. Yeah, I need to make something that's just interesting, fun, and great to watch versus commentary rant style. Because even now I'm just like, I'm bored. I mean, I'm already like really exhausted and tired from the day, so. Is that a new suit? Yeah, that was stupid. I'm actually going to put in that as well. I need to, that's why I like comments, because they actually make it concise for me. If I put boop, boop, no, put the, no. So I'm just editing stuff. Now I'm putting it in the like script thing that I need to read. Use, dash, new suit. New suit. Kind of looks pro. And it feels pointless as well. Generally don't vibe. I personally don't I generally do not vibe with genuinely. I don't vibe with the purple. The purple sucks. It's just not cool. It does pick it up on the mic, my typing, which is really nice. Oh yeah, also the endgame suit. Endgame suit is just a variant of light suit, which people didn't already like. Of the light suit, I'll put light suit for Metroid Prime 2. There we go. Alright, that's another thing. I just didn't like that. Started playing this game the day after the moment went to options menu, so there's no mention of the hint system. Oh yeah, there is no hint system. Huh. Yeah, I guess forced hint system with Mackenzie. I can't even turn it off. Can't even turn it off. And plus, when you call him, it was pointless. Like, he actually offers no help. He offers no help. Something along the lines of, he's like, if you've explored somewhere, come back again. Of if. It's not even if, it's just like, you should explore somewhere you've been. Which is like, that's not helpful. Oh, thanks, dude. The bin. Yeah, we got Dread. 20 years. Damn, yeah. Dread 2. Unfortunate. Archon without mode. Yeah, he said that. That's not like what kind of, it's a weird thing. Anything else? Favorite? I'm not reading that's too much text. Which is bad because it could be something good. Motion control, Prime 3. Yeah, people still don't like that either. Main thing you used them for was aiming, which yeah, people actually really didn't mind that. It was the gimmicky stuff, like oh, you have to shoot down those drones, and you have to like shoot them in a certain order. Like, I remember it was the stupid locks you had to do a lot, and oh, the moving the thing to press buttons on a ship at like the start of the game, you have to like move a hand and press buttons. That was so bad. Like, they just did it because they were like, oh, you have to make it gimmicky. Why? Because it's the Wii. Also, using grapple, you had to like flick it and then pull it back. Which it was neat, I guess. It felt They really pushed motion controls in this guy. It was Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime 3 I played, and I didn't finish either because I just I didn't. I went back and played Metroid Prime 1 and Prime 2, which is better. What is it? The real annoyance is McKenny's calls in the desert telling us where to go. I think it was not planned at first. I think the original intent would only. Yeah, it could be. We gotta think about the casuals. I don't know what the intent was. I'm not gonna. You could argue the intent is they want a cat, but then at this point, if they played their own game, they would have gone, no, change it. It's so bad. There's no room for exploration or trial and error. It's just you get told what to do. It's awful. All right. Amazing how a crew of clearly less capable people that are aware that they are less capable than Samus constantly. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the dev team for a second. Samus is constantly sucking you off for the simplest stuff ever, but they also explain everything to you. Yeah, that was bad. I don't think that's worth bringing up though. I'll just bring it up. Can we also talk about the fact that first time Metroid? What? Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty accurate. Feels underbaked. The bosses could have turned into Metroids. Just rework the story. Like, I want to go back quickly because I talked about the level. I want to make their levels unreal. Thing was, I made like a test. It was for a design test. It did. I won't shut up about it, but it's like literally 2 years ago. I did a design test for a Metroid Prime level. I was like, okay, what if I was making a Metroid Prime 4 level? And I was like, okay, this will be the second area of the game. You encounter space pirates, and it's in a mine workshop area that has a lab built next to the mine, so you can do stuff there. But there was multiple aspects going on, very industrialized, but the industrial zone of the mine was already ruined because of an event that happened there, and that was like a different... The plot of the game, it would have been... That would have been this, like, virus called the Rust. Yeah, unique now, it's not that bad. But even in that demo, and I literally made this in 2 days, you went into, like, most of the actual lab is shut down. So on the outskirts, you're going around, you go to like the security tower, you fight space pirates, because space pirates have colonized it. They didn't even do anything like that here. And then you kill them, you go through some like destroyed debris, you go down through the main entrance. The main entrance is unpowered, so you can't use the elevator. So you go through the back of the elevator, you go down the like maintenance shaft as the morph ball, you go down. Then you're into the guts of the lab. And then it's kind of frozen over, but there's still no power to it. So you go through and then you switch the power on, and by doing various things. There's pirates already there, or you could have robots there. It wasn't really determined. It was like, oh, you just have enemies there of some regard. Then you would switch power on. Then you could go up through the facility from a different point, and then you come to like a central area with multiple doors, and you can either double back on yourself, go outside, and the facility is active, so you could go back to the elevator, or you could continue the path you went. There was nothing like that in this game. Like, there's so much options for, oh, you can go this way, you can go that way, you can go this way. And that's something I really tried to hammer home back when I was doing it. This is just, it wasn't there. And then he's saying it like, oh, it's underbaked. The whole game is that. Like, and the plot is just, God. Keep going back to Metroid Prime in my mind, remind myself of how well the Galactic Federation troopers were done in that game. Even for an escort mission, no one, I know it's like, oh, it was good. No, people still don't like the escort mission. They're like, well, why? Just have Samus do it? Because, yeah, why wouldn't you? But yeah, the way they were handled was actually a lot better than this. Like, they showed respect and admiration. Because, yeah, but they were still professional. They're literally military troopers. Why would you, not be professional? It's, can we give the military more credit, please? It's very hard to be in the military. It's not just, oh, we're fangirling and nothing matters. No, please. It's crazy how you got so many people in these positions and they just don't have respect. It's so... It comes off as not just disingenuous, but just disgusting. Mama... Oh, yeah, that's kind of what it was. I get it. Is that what he's going for? I don't know, he's just responding funnily. I agree most of everything he said. Wait. Based on the fun I had... Oh, wait, okay. I agree with almost everything he said, and I really hope they release an update to make... Okay, well, I'm pretty disappointed they didn't die all the first time, yeah. And I'm afraid they survived in the end. That being said, negatives donate where the fun I had. Beating all the bosses and getting 100% items while having the voice audio muted. There's a way to enjoy the game without being focused on the negatives. I'm happy to have found it. Of course, it's disappointing that you have to worry about it. Based on the fun I had in those peak Metroid Prime moments, that's still... This game's a 9 out of 10? Fuck off. Jesus Christ. You could be given... Sorry, I don't want to say that name in vain, but... Good lord. You could be given... I don't know, I'm training myself to not say Jesus Christ. It's just... respect, I guess. Anyway. 9 out of 10. What? But without those mistakes, it could be an easy 10 out of 10. Why? It's so terrible. You have... I'll be honest, you have no taste. What is this? I'm glad you're able to enjoy it. It makes the game sad for me. It's potentially could be best in... You're working with nothing. Like... Even now, there are moments here that I think are 10 out of 10. What? I want to know what? How? What is 10? I guess that one section of the Vault Forge where you go on the ball and you roll into a circle area, activate it, and you go back, and the lightning is now striking it. That's empowering the facility. Like, however, it's uneven and misguided at times and feel odd to Metroid. Like, if you want Metroid series not known for comedy to have comedic thing, yeah, they're all bad. I have no idea how you come to a 9 out of 10. Let alone 10 out of 10. I'm happy for people to be like, yeah, I enjoy things. That's fine. This is such a weird game to be like, oh yeah, this is great. Even outside of a Metroid game, this game isn't good. Like, period. Good with Evan, you said. Great video. Okay, so yeah, it's worth doing these things. I think it's worth making a ton of content. And I have a lot of good opinions, so if I start making it, then it'll be good. It's over a lot of gripes with games, and I don't know. Well spoken comprehensive review. Really? I mean, I can't listen to it. The fact that the desert didn't have dynamic weather. Yeah, why not argue that for every zone? So over day night, you could argue that for every zone. I've said the same thing about the robot parts. Robot parts suck. They're pointless. Literally just you get the endgame MacGuffin, the artifacts, but how basic to put around. You had two that were hidden behind. I say hidden behind, placed behind bosses. One boss was the worst in the entire franchise. The other was alright. Yeah, it's just incredibly bland. This is the biggest thing. This is beyond bland. Wait, what? I disconnected. What? My internet sucks. Alright, I'm back on. Apparently my internet disconnected. It's fun. Right, green energy, psychic powers, those things. Dude, what was the need for... I agree though, like, if you're gonna make some lore, why would you call it just green energy? Why would you call it... It's like, I actually take that, like, the lore and world building is that bad. They didn't even make names for green... is it green energy? Or psychic powers. They're actually just called psychic, which it's very video gamey. It couldn't establish being its own immersion. People go, oh, super immersive, dude. In the universe, it's called psychic power. Oh, psychic power bomb. Psychic. Wow. Psychic power bomb. Wow. Psychic, yeah, like psychic space jump, right? Wasn't that one? Psychic jump. What do? You can jump. Wow. Even the name of locations, yeah. Actually, I just put. Yeah, honestly, all the names suck. Locations, enemies, all of it. I mean, the drawing just sucked ass. I have no idea how to put that in. Well, again, the writing just sucks. No, but I don't mind the visors too much. I know it's kind of weird. I can pick that up. That's actually a good comment. I'll take this good. I like the game though. Why do you like it? But then love it. I want people to justify why they liked it. A lot of people are like, oh, I got this issue or this issue, but I still like the game. Why? Like, if I given a game, I could only recommend that game to certain people, but this I just can't. There's no person for me to go, yes, play this game. But I will take that. Was it? No vices. Yeah, no vices. Vices. No vices. I don't know. Not first. As visors have been weird in the past. But yeah, no effort really. That's kind of the vibe. Consistent vibe. Zero effort. Like they didn't even try. But the psychic, the psychic did nothing. Did I put no effort? Yeah, no effort. Kind of consistent. Like they didn't even try. I mean, they didn't. It's not even they didn't. Like they didn't. They didn't try. I have to give it a like. They just didn't even try. Games Law was the screen. I've actually taken kind of all of his points. Master Chief, I didn't put that because I don't. It's like, yeah. I don't want this game to turn into a generic FPS title, but I think some would benefit from a melee. Yeah, because people keep bringing this up because they put it in Dread, so it would make sense for it to be here too. I don't know. There's multiple points where I wish I had to get on my face button. It is tough. It would be nice. Why not explore like that? Yeah, just put that there. Going off there. Why not explore with new gameplay? People have been asking a melee, especially after Dread. The new psychic. Yeah, the new psychic powers were even nothing. Were even no hyphen nothing, or just old power ups split. Like their grapple was so bad for it split into a separate one. Normal. Oh, it was psychic. Grapple, regular grapple. That's disgusting as well. I just want to say that. Like, they took an existing thing and were like, we're just gonna split it into two. Like, it had the same function in the first, like, few games. I don't get it. Like, my Prime 3, that function had anyway. I don't want to turn it to a generic blah blah blah, but yeah, okay. There was multiple points to it, yeah, but you can dash forward in this game, which felt weird that I couldn't jump towards. I didn't even punch him. Yeah, that's actually kind of neat. Forward dash into melee. I'll just put it there. Like the game didn't really. I didn't love it, and I don't really see myself playing it. Yeah, that's the thing. No one wants to replay it. If you have a really good game, you'll replay it because the game was that fun, and then you'll have the creativity, and this is where modern Metroid has failed for so long. Dread didn't. Dread actually got me replaying it as well. But even like Metroid Prime, you should go with the intent of we want our players to replay it, ideally either to speedrun it or to try out different paths. So like, we've designed a map so nice and complex that there's multiple avenues and pathways to complete it, or to different, like, not pathways, but I mean, you don't want different pathways, but different order of how you do things. That's what you want in a Metroid game. That's what Dark Souls did really well. Dark Souls took that principle. So yeah, you can do Quelaag first if you get the Master Key, or you can do for Quelaag first by doing some weird parkour stuff. You don't have to do gargoyles. You actually don't, even doing it the normal way, you can actually skip gargoyles. There's a lot of paths you can take. It's mental, and that's why people like Dark Souls 1. It's the map. The gameplay is aged. The lore was actually really good in Dark Souls 1. The map is really good. People don't like that you have to run everywhere though, which I can understand. A modern games like, no, I just want to teleport there. So people really like Dark Souls 3 over 1 for that. And even Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 you can teleport straight away. Let's have a look. No, just... Yeah, companion... No, just don't even give them. Like, Just give it. There's no reason to have AI companions. I'm sorry, but why would you want escort characters? People liked it when it was Elizabeth, but the whole game was based around that in Bioshock Infinite. You're not playing Metroid for companions to change up your gameplay. You play Metroid to have the exploration side, and it's how many different routes you can go. Go into the modern day speedrun / randomizer community and go down on why not bake that into game. I don't know why more games don't do that, especially if you've made a game for that. Bloodstain did, so give them credit. I did play it for a bit and went back and replayed it. I was like, oh, it's actually not that good, but I like the novelty of it a lot, of randomizing and all that jazz. It's just, especially when you replay Bloodstained, I'm just like, it actually feels quite linear. Like, I can't split off and try different bosses in different orders. It's kind of just, you have one way of doing it, and then farming certain characters sucks. Anyway, the soft character. God, I'm super tired. What if they meant to be in another game? Yeah, that's kind of true. Oh, I don't know. I have internet again. What's going on? The most egregious part of this game to me is Silex inclusion. Yeah, they have no idea. Yeah, Silex is actually not meant to be in the game. Yeah, we need to put that in. I need a whole section of just like Silex is actually relevant. Silex, how does New treat Darth Vader's? I know who that is, but no established for the character because most people didn't play Prime Hunters. It feels like, yeah, it's Silex. I like that idea. Inclusion, it's just irrelevant. It's straight up. Irrelevant? I mean, the whole game's irrelevant, but it's. Felt like they put him in for marketing. I guess it'd be like appeal to nostalgia. As they didn't have. Thing is, you could have done a really interesting story with Silex, and I'm very much into independent characters doing their own thing, being proactive in the world. Which causes bad things to happen, but then they could have a redemption. Like they could have done that with Silex, where he's doing his own thing. He's not with Space Pirates. He's not with the Federation. He hates them. He's like, I'm going to do this. And then it goes against him. It backfires. And then he either helps Samus or he's just like, oh, this is too much for me. I'm out. And then you have Samus deal with the other threat. It could be a different Metroid. It could be a different creature entirely. But something relevant to Samus in some way and reflecting in, I don't know. I would have liked Metroid Prime. The ideal one would be to bring back all the hunters, and you could do some really interesting stuff. Make it a multiplayer game. Yeah, I need to start putting this down. Have any idea of what to do? Yeah, like they didn't have any idea what plot, and it turns out that was right. The plot sucks ass. The plot is shit. You see. My idea be why not bring back the other hunters from Prime Hunters? And the lore there was actually not bad. I mean, it's basic, sure, but you could have done a lot with it. Tracer's Empire. There's a lot to go on there. How they're all same species. They look exactly the same, and they all do it for. They're kind of like an insect colony, where they're just doing it to promote their species. They're pretty like evil or look evil, but that's their nature. His design even has this little spider ball. I don't know what you call him, but you like a lunge attack where you walked on 3 legs and like jumped at that. He lunged at you. But it came across as very animalistic. It was fine. It was good. But anyway, so yeah, my idea would be to bring back the other hunters from Prime Hunters, and then with that you could bring back multiplayer. And then that's something else as well, like, if you refined it, God, you could, why not do Metroid Prime Hunters 2? And then it's like, alright, Metroid Prime 4 isn't canon, I'll just make my own game. Why not? Yeah, why not even do that? Just have, instead of Metroid Prime 4, just do Metroid Prime Hunters 2. You don't have to tie it with Metroid Prime itself. You're like, this is a game in the Metroid Prime universe or storyline, but it's not relevant. Maybe have it as an in between 2 and 3. That could have been interesting. Like Metroid Prime, I think Metroid Prime Hunters 1 is in between 1 and 2. So if you did add one between 2 and 3, you could still include references to Metroid Prime itself, maybe some phase-on lore, what the other races, species, all this stuff doing, the other hunters, like Noxus, maybe he ends up being a bro, but Vince, like, he's basically Rundus, though. Except Noxus isn't bro-ish, he's just very honor-bound, and he's like a monk that's going on pilgrimage, which is cool. Camden's interesting backstory. I don't know, there's a lot you could do. A lot to explore. Yeah, just a lot to sort of pity they didn't bother exploring. Like with the game. Like with the game. It's crazy that Metroid, a game famous for exploration, they didn't even explore. They didn't explore the design. Yeah, there's multiple people bring this up, but they literally designed mechanics to mimic Mother Brain in Prime 3. Yeah, they did, and it's pretty cool, actually. The whole game just makes you scratch your... Anyone thinks other... Yeah, it really is. It's just absolutely terrible. The initial... I think his conclusion actually hurts his character and this game. Yeah, it's just terrible. And people are still like, oh, it's good. No, there's no reason to. Same here. I mean, I'll give you, like... I said that before was with the initial trailer, I wish they followed my instinct. What? And not what? I said it before, but I was worried since the initial trailer reveal, and I wish I'd followed my instinct and not paid for it. Oh, okay, yeah, true. It just looks so unimaginative and familiar. Scanning was the same, movement, the same level size, and same, even space pirates jumping from left to right specifically jumped out to me as a red flag. But I bought the game thinking at least there'd be something complex and cool. There wasn't any. Yeah, I think people have been too fair to the game. It just kind of sucked. Yeah, it does. They really are being too fair. I try not to judge the game before playing. Sadly, some of my concern... Well, yeah, but even judging the game now, you're still kind of like, oh, it's not that bad. There's still cool bits. Interesting open, let's hear you out. I do wonder this guy. It only gets worse. The video was pretty good. Didn't go as I thought. And what? Didn't go as... Okay. The tile took me out. But it does think you're stupid. I think if anything, it's not hard enough. There's a lot of Nintendo fanboys, both in the comments and well, not in this one, but no, I don't like Dark for the sake of Dark. Truthfully, that is why I reserve judgment in the desert. I know people are like, oh, I want death. No, please, just stop. It's cringe. I want this good Edge. There's Edge that has respect for things, but this ain't it, Chief. So, I don't know. I don't want to move in that. I'm probably gonna come off. It's late, and if I get up tomorrow, I can start editing more. Just getting it concise. That's my biggest issue. Like, I don't want to drag on like this guy. I mean, I'm talking like an hour right now, and I haven't even gone through much of this guy's video. It's like 10 minutes, and even then, I started like here, right? And I've rambled this long. He goes over some old games, which is pretty cool. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I need way more editing in mind. I need to learn editing. For me, this bit has already taken me out. Like 6 minutes of just talking about NPCs. I need to make sure I don't do that. You could go with the Mauler style one, where you go like 3 hours in depth and you go point by point, and then you create timestamps. I don't know. This sucks. Not the video. The video is fine. Like, I'll give him a like. My only critique is that it's just like, oh, there's value to this game. I don't see why. Like, I'm not paying it. Like, he says around like here-ish that I don't know if it's here. It might be further out. But you said it's like, yeah, it's probably like here. It's with the price tag, the visuals. No. Don't buy games just because they're pretty. If you want that, go buy a really good piece of art, or better yet, just someone gets you the screenshot of the area. You can print it off and put it on the wall, or you just have a video of it. Don't pay money for that. Oh, but people worked on it, sure, but then you got people buying the product because it's a game, and then it's not delivering on it being a game. That's the issue, and then that's why I would qualify like 0 to 2 out of 10s. Because you sold the wrong product. It's like me saying that a pencil is something you can eat. Yes, it's edible. Are you meant to eat it? No. So why is it in this section to begin with? Why are you selling me on, oh, here's a pretty piece of art. This is a game, sir. Can I interact with said product? Can I influence the art? If the answer is no, then alright, cool, I don't care. That's why walking sims are so strange for that. But I'm coming off. I'm sick of this. I'm too tired. Hopefully the mic sounds better. But I'm just trying to be more normal. I'm hoping my pronunciations are better. I'm seeing myself speak on there, and I do wonder how I'm like, because even speaking, I'm noticing I'm like hunched more, so maybe I need to just sit back, have my back fully sat here, and I just sit and chat, talk. So like shrimping. Obviously, I'm more comfortable like this. Slouch a little bit, lean back. But then the neck is out. Anyway, I'm off. I'm not going to keep mumbling too much. Error, YouTube is not responding. Wait, what? Alright, I'm going to come off anyway, so have a quick check. Am I still working? I should be. Yeah, I've got internet. Whatever, I'm coming off.